I call this October 21st regular session of the Oconee County Board of Education to order. First thing we need is a motion to approve the agenda.
So move.
Mr. Burgess?
Second.
Mr. Ransom, all in favor? Passes 5-0. Next, we need a motion to approve the minutes from our September 16th regular session and our October 7th work session.
So moved.
Mr. Hammack? Second. Ms. Parrish, all in favor? Passes 5-0. Next is recognitions. Mr. Colquitt.
Thank you, Ms. Argo. We have several people to recognize this evening, so if the board members will join us up front. As you come forward, I'll recognize Oconee County High School. They are the providers of our art display for this month, and their instructor is Bess Carter. These slides will be on the session this evening, and then also on the display in the hallway throughout the month. First this evening, it's my pleasure to introduce and bring to the podium Dr. Virgil Cole, the Superintendent of Morgan County Schools. Dr. Cole, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dr. Branch, and the rest of the Board of Education for allowing me just to take a minute or two just to recognize and thank some of your employees here at Oconee, and particularly Oconee Middle School. About a month ago, we had a football player, one of our middle school football players, who suffered a very severe injury on I think it was the very first play of the game, unfortunately. But the care and concern that the Oconee Middle School staff and coaches and trainer showed our student athlete as well as his family was exemplary. And it didn't stop there, really. You know, of course, he got some support from our community, but I feel like the support and care was above and beyond what we got just from even Oconee Middle School. So I think I really want to recognize and thank them for that. I think that sets such a great example. I think he got video messages, cards, goodie bags, signed football. All those things, I think, again, speak to me, and I always hope in our district we have a culture of five-star service or world class. And so I want to thank Ms. Poss and her staff, of course, Coach Josh Mize as well, and his staff. Just appreciate that. I know it meant a lot to the family throughout this incident, an issue, but I think it reflects also on the Board of Education for Oconee as well. That kind of culture that you've created here for the exemplary, I think, support and care goes a long way, and we really recognize that and wanted to provide just a small token. We have this thing we started a little bit ago where we provided like a small recognition, kind of a challenge coin or coin to somebody that goes above and beyond. And I haven't had a chance to do this, but I get to do it tonight here. And I've got it actually with our staff, but not outside the district. But I want to give you a small token. It is Morganized, so here. So sorry. But it's a coin with an M on one side and, of course, a bulldog on the other, and just says going beyond. So thank you, Ms. Moss.
Next, the board will recognize the 2024-2025 Superintendent's Student Advisory Committee, which develops, addresses, and reviews system ideas, initiative, and actions from a student's point of view. OCHS seniors Kennedy Wiedauer, Caden Sorrells, and Campbell Patterson. NOHS seniors Dia Mapani, Boshan Shin, and Victoria Leopold. OCHS juniors Austin Gay, Bayla Johnson, and Emily Ping, and NOHS juniors Francis Kelly, Ingrid Smith, and Shay Verstraat. Next, the board will recognize Terry Carter as the October Pursuit of Excellence winner for transportation. Ms. Carter? As she comes forward, I'd like to note that this is National Bus Safety Week, and we really appreciate how much all members of the transportation team take care of our students each and every day. Ms. Carter is receiving a $50 Visa gift card and a golf umbrella provided by Peach State Federal Credit Union, as well as additional gift cards from Chops and Hops and Rosie's Hometown Meats, and a commemorative plaque from Oconee County Schools. Ms. Terry, this is where I get to embarrass you just a little bit. From one of your colleagues, Terry goes above and beyond every day to ensure the safety and well-being of our students. Her dedication, kindness, and professionalism set a shining example for all of us. She builds positive relationships with students and parents, and her attention to detail makes her a vital part of our transportation team. Ms. Terry's love for her kids is exceptional, and we cannot thank her enough. She truly goes above and beyond for her students. Our October Pursuit of Excellence winner, Terry Carter. And finally, I'm pleased to announce that the Board of Education has earned exemplary board recognition from the Georgia School Boards Association. The board has received this honor each year since 2015, including Governance Team of the Year in 2020. The exemplary honor is the highest recognition bestowed upon a Board of Education by the GSBA and shows a board's commitment to continuous improvement, transparency, and collaboration. The award will be presented at your conference in December in Atlanta. Board members, congratulations. And that concludes recognitions.
Next on our agenda is Points of Pride. We welcome Mr. Stevens from Oconee County High School.
Thank you, Ms. Argo, and good afternoon, board members, Dr. Branch. And thank you again for this opportunity that you provide for us to highlight the outstanding work of our students and teachers at Oconee County High School. This year, we've made a commitment to be intentional in every way, from teacher to student, with the opportunities that we have in school every day and those that we create to allow, to allow for our students to make a positive impact throughout our classrooms and beyond the walls of the classroom. This afternoon, I'm excited to present to you the OCHS Spirit Shop and a few remarkable members of our school community who, through this school store, make a positive impact every single day. This initiative is not just about selling merchandise. It embodies a spirit of service, that of community, and that of a positive culture that we strive to create every day in our school building. At the heart of our school store is a dedicated group of students and a teacher who prioritize serving others over self-promotion. On most days, our students know him as Mr. Bentley. On a few select days throughout the school year, we affectionately know him as the Ultimate Warrior as he MCs our pep rallies at the high school. Please allow me now to introduce the leader and the mind behind the OCHS Spirit Shop, Mr. Josh Bentley.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity to come and talk about the wonderful things that are happening in our marketing classes, the school-based enterprise that is associated with it, and the impact it has not only on our students, but our community and our school as well. Today, to talk a little bit more about that, I've got my co-presidents, Lily Neiman and Briggs Stoll, and they would like to discuss a little bit what's going on with our club and our our school-based enterprise.
Hello, my name is Briggs Stoll. I'm a senior at Oconee County High School.
I'm Lily Neiman. I'm also a senior at Oconee County High School.
Together, we are co-presidents of our club, DECA. It is our marketing-based club at the high school.
We also compete in various competitions throughout the school year. This includes region, state competitions, and internationals, which is held this year in Orlando, Florida. So this is our Spirit Shop. We are a school-based enterprise, which is tied together with our marketing classroom. This is the inside look of our Spirit Shop, and it's come a long way over the past 2 years.
So one key point of our Spirit Shop is our apparel. We do custom apparel and pre-made apparel. Our custom apparel ranges from shirts to sweatshirts, while our pre-made apparel is joined together with our local vendors. So if you do look at the far right picture, you can see one of our custom apparels that we did join with a local vendor for, our Touchdown Club here at Oconee County High School. One of our students in the art program at the high school, Charlotte Ransom, actually painted that picture for the back of the shirt. Other different apparel examples that we do have in the Spirit Shop are sweatshirts, crew neck shirts, pajamas, pants, bucket hats, decals, vanity plates, and and yard signs.
So a top contender for our Spirit Shop is our cookies. These are cooked by our second and third level marketing students. We usually use these cookies for promotions. This can be faculty and staff giveaways, Student of the Month awards, and Student Spirit Awards, which are held during our pep rallies. You can see a picture of our Spirit Shop complimentary cookie card. This is given to all of our faculty and staff, and they can use this throughout the semester.
So going back to custom apparel, we do collaborate with our local clubs and sports teams at Oconee County High School to give them a affordable and quick way for them to get apparel. So if you do look at the screen, you're able to see some designs that are created by our second and third level marketing students here at the school. They do develop and create these designs, and we also do designs for special promotion events.
So for school service and support, we do a lot of faculty support, as mentioned earlier. So we usually do a cookie cart during Teacher Appreciation Week during the first semester. We've also done a Scoops ice cream truck during the end of the school year. And we also do t-shirt creations for teachers if they request for anything to be made. We also started the Oconee Little Library, which was founded by one of our marketing students. Students can bring in any book that they have already used and donate it to the Oconee Little Library. And they can donate textbooks, ELA required books, and other things that are needed for school. And this is just an easier way for students to not have to go out and buy a brand new book, so they can use donations that are given to the Oconee Little Library.
One big key point of the Spirit Shop is our community service. A community service project that we have going on right now is our Debbie for Dystrophy. Students donated Little Debbie snacks to the Spirit Shop, and those snacks are sold in the Spirit Shop, and all money will go to Muscular Dystrophy Association. So our goal as of right now is $1,000, and as of today that we've raised over half of that money. And then looking at other previous community service projects, last year we did lemonade for Special Olympics. We sold lemonade in the Spirit Shop to support Special Olympics Georgia. We raised over $500. And then 2 years ago for our Pink Out game, we created Pink Out t-shirts in support of breast cancer awareness, and we raised over $1,000.
So in the Spirit Shop, students get a lot of real-world experience. This can be examples such as developing financial stewardship, customer service, which is during our operating hours of our Spirit Shop being open. Students learn how to check out different students and people coming into the Spirit Shop. They also learn how to restock the store, sales forecasting, inventory control, accounting, and sales analysis.
And certifications, one big key point. So all students are OSHA safety training certified. And one big thing that we started 2 years ago is our DECA school-based enterprise certification. So last year, we were the highest number of students in the nation to be school-based enterprise certificated. And last year we became gold certificated. I keep saying certificated. Certified. certified. We achieved gold level certification by the National DECA at our ICDC event held in California last year. If you do look at the picture, you can see our certification wall. It is all the students that have been certified by the school-based enterprise through DECA. And then the plaque that you see in the lower bottom of your screen is our school-based enterprise gold level certification award. So if you have any questions, we're going to bring back forward Mr. Bentley for y'all to answer.
Any questions for us? So we started it 3 years ago. We built it from the ground up. Actually, one of the gentlemen that was here getting recognized earlier, Campbell Patterson, was vital in helping create it, build the entire shop that we have. So we partnered with our engineering classes, and they built the entire structure in the back of the marketing classroom. And it's kind of built over the past 3 years.
I want to say I think this is beyond amazing and a technical term, so cool. Because just having the students be able to manage the entire process from an accounting standpoint, all the way through the design to the peer-to-peer interaction as people come in. I think it's a really, really neat learning lab.
And they absolutely love it, and this is like a very popular class that they want to get to, strive to get to be a part of that and kind of that interaction part.
How many different students are involved in this?
So right now, we utilize our second and third level students. So each semester is between 50 to 55 students.
Impressive.
Yes, ma'am. If you don't have anything else, we actually have a gift that we'd like to present you all right now. And thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you, and great job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next on our agenda is presentations and discussions. First, we have business services. Welcome, Mr. Adams.
Thank you. Good evening, board members and Dr. Branch. Business Services has 6 items of information and no action item for tonight's board meeting. Our first item of information is our September cash balance report. This is through September 30th of this fiscal year. Our second item of information is our vendor payments for September. I want to point out we paid over 443 vendors $2.3 million for the month. Our third item of information is the budget report for September. Revenues and expenses would be expected to be 25%. Our monthly reports show us at 28.3%. I'd like to point out that this number includes encumbrances of about $2.1 million, which equates to about 2%. So it gets us back down to about 26%. So we're right in line with where we should be. Our fourth item of information is our ELOS collections report. We do have an increase of 4.89% in collections over last month and a 6.32% increase over September of last year. So we're still showing very strong collections on our ELOS. Our fifth item of information is the ELOS 6 report. Our revenues and expenditures have been updated through September 30th. And our final bit of information tonight is our federal funds report. This report has also been updated through September 30th. And just as I pointed out before, this report is based, these funds are based on a reimbursement basis. As you can see, we've spent about 17.63%, and we've collected about 7.68 so far. So that'll trickle in throughout the fiscal year as we get reimbursements. That concludes my report, unless the board has any questions.
Any questions? Mr. Burgess?
Peter?
Yes, sir.
On the ELAW 6 report,
Yes, sir.
am I correct the way I'm looking at this? We're basically substantially through with all of the projects that were part of ELAW 6, except for some continuing technology expenditures that we'll continue to use
For here, sir?
for ELAW 6?
Yes, yes.
So the projects that were planned for ELAW 6 are substantially finished,
Substantially, yes.
substantially done and paid for. We've still got some technology expenditures budgeted and planned for over the next year or two.
That's
So
correct.
really what we're dealing with now is the collections that will be necessary to cover the debt service on the projects that we've completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, thank you.
Anyone else? Thank you.
Thank you.
Next on our agenda is communications to the board. Mr. Colquitt.
Ms. Argo, there are no citizens signed up this evening.
Okay, thank you. Moving down the agenda, next we have action items. Dr. Branch.
Yes, ma'am. We have a few action items today. Our first one is a North Oconee field trip for varsity baseball. We'd recommend that be approved as presented.
We need a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Hannick,
Second.
Mr. Ransom, all in favor? Passes 5-0.
Okay, board members, up next you have the White Fleet Vehicle Surplus. You heard Dr. White's presentation on this last week, or last board meeting rather. I think that's when he shared one of them did not have an odometer that worked anymore. So we would recommend the approval of the vehicle surplus as presented.
We need a motion.
So move.
Mr. Burgess,
Second.
Mr. Ransom, all in favor? Passes 5-0.
Up next is a certification of the board for Dove Creek Middle School, as was presented by Mr. Ricketson. This information deems that the project for Dove Creek Middle School is substantially complete and that we will be drawing down the remaining funds for the state once this is done. So we would recommend approval as presented.
We need a motion. Ms. Parrish,
Second.
Mr. Hannick, all in favor? Passes 5-0. Next, we do have a need to go into executive session and need a motion to do so. Thank you. We need a second.
Second.
Mr. Hannick, all in favor? Passes 5-0.